All right, welcome back. And in this video, I'm going to address 5 mistakes every independent artist makes when releasing a new song. If you watch until the end, I'll tell you exactly what you should be doing when you release a new song. But first, who am I? Why should you listen to me? Well, I'm Eliezer. I'm a rapper, coach, marketer, and I'm also just a cool guy. I've got over 200,000 monthly listeners. I've generated millions of streams. I've released over 150 songs independently. I have a bachelor's in music production and audio engineering. I've performed countless times, multiple tours, performed to thousands of people. And nowadays, I travel the world, record in dope studios, and I do what I love for a living. So, with that being said, the first thing that everyone always does is not syncing the release day. So make sure your song drops everywhere at once, regardless of the time zone. This one, it actually really pisses me off. It's so simple, yet so many people overlook it. And I've even worked with artists that have 1 million monthly listeners and their label make this mistake, you know? So if you go post out now and it fucking isn't, I'm not gonna go back to check it. You know what I mean? Like, can't tell you how many times someone said, my song's out now, and I click on it and I'm like, well, maybe it's out now for you, but it's not out now for me, and I've already gone to look at it and it's not there. I'm not going to try again. You will lose so much of your first day engagement from this. Are you launching ads? Well, you've got to wait a full 24 hours because there's no point promoting it when it's not out yet. So what you can do is you can just sync it to drop everywhere in New York at the same time if you're using DistroKid, and then I like to drop at UTC midnight because that's when the Spotify stats refresh. If you don't do this properly, it'll tank your first day streams, which will also have a negative impact on long-term engagement. And so just make sure that you drop it everywhere at the same time. It's super, super simple. The second thing, not pitching your song to Spotify at least 1 week before the song drops. A lot of people think the only reason to pitch to Spotify is to try and get on editorials, and I'll never get on editorials. I never do, so I'm not even going to bother. A, you miss every shot you don't take, but B, you also miss out on Release Radar, which is more important in my opinion. Release Radar is literally a free algorithmic playlist that pushes your music out every single time you drop it to your followers and more listeners too. And I've gotten on so many editorials, right? They're a nice bonus, but if you look at this, none of these editorials do nearly as much as what Release Radar does for me. If you look at all of these, I think this is over the last 12 months maybe, if you add up all of the streams from all of the editorials I've gotten, and there's New Music Friday there, Release Radar still got more streams. So you really want to be making sure you're pitching to Spotify so you can get this free Release Radar push, and that's going to help you push even further in the algorithm and get even more streams when you release a new song. Another mistake I see so many artists making is pre-save my song, pre-save my song, pre-save my song. It's like, unless you're gathering an email list, and you're monetizing that email list, there's no point. Like, what is pre-saving going to do for you? No one's actually going to go listen to it because they pre-saved it, if we're being real. And you can only ask so many things from your followers. Why not just ask them to go and listen and save the song when it's actually out? Like, I'm not going to listen to your song because you told me to pre-save it. I might pre-save it because I wanna support my friend or something, but realistically, they almost never convert to people actually engaging with the song. I personally got 1.4K pre-saves on my EP, and it had zero effect on release day. I'm not even lying to you. The streams did not change one single bit. I dropped a bunch of them as singles, so I know how many people would have streamed it based off of all the streams I was getting on the singles before that. It didn't change. So spending money on a pre-save campaign, oh my God, what a waste of money. You can literally run the exact same ad to the song when it's out and get the streams and the saves straight away when people actually care and feel emotionally invested. If you get them emotionally invested and then they pre-save it, a week later, they don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, don't bother with the pre-saves. Seriously. Forever Fan, Forever Saves, same thing. I'm not going to listen to a song over and over again just because I opted into something ages ago and it just happened to pop into my library. So you want people to hear the song, like it, and then save it. This is what's actually going to get you fans and long-term engagement. Otherwise, the actions are just empty. You only have so many things to ask of people. Get them to listen to the song. That's what you want to ask them to do. If you can ask them to do something, listen to the song, and if you like it, save it. That's a way better thing to ask of people. Way better use of ad spend. Way better use of you spending your time, effort, and energy trying to get things done. Another thing, oh my gosh, when artists just post their song and then they ghost, posting out now a story post and they put the cover out on their feed, that is not a rollout, my guy. I'm sorry. Too many artists, they just drop the song, barely push it, don't get good results, and then they think it's a flop, or they wonder, why is no one caring about my song? Bro, you don't even care about it. You know what I mean? Why should I care? And it's probably not the song that sucks. It's that your marketing sucks. You didn't push it properly. Every song deserves a chance. If you just post once or twice and forget about it, you're not doing your art justice. You're doing it a disservice. So post content consistently as you can. Run ads, pitch to playlists, hand out business cards, hustle. If you want this to be your career, you got to put in some effort, my G. Like, if you don't care about your music enough to do this, why should we care? Seriously. So make sure that you're really, really pushing it. Make sure that for at least a month, you do that, okay? Another thing, a big mistake every artist makes. This one's the one, bro. Nah, this one's different. Don't be emotionally attached to the song. If it's the one, it'll show you. It'll land in the market. So if you think it's going to be the one, let the market tell you. The fans tell you what the hit are. You know what I mean? Like, I've had so many songs that I thought was the hit that it wasn't, and so many songs that I thought was trash and a throwaway that landed. If you only release a few times a year because every time you're like, nah, I got to make it perfect, this is going to be the one, you'll be way too invested in a particular song. You'll waste your time, you'll waste your money and your energy pushing it more than it actually needs to be pushed, trying to force something that people don't even want to work. It's just not going to work. Creating new music and releasing it frequently gives you so many more chances for something to land in the market, trigger the algorithm consistently, and then you're not going to be so emotionally invested into a song if you know the next one's just coming out in a few more weeks anyway. And again, I'll emphasize this point. You might think something is a hit and the fans don't like it, whereas the throwaway goes crazy. This has happened to me countless times right here. My song No Debate, I recorded a demo with COVID in my home studio on this microphone. And honestly, guys, I tried so many times to re-record it, make it perfect, and it just didn't sound the same. I couldn't recapture the energy, and everyone that I'd showed it to kept asking about it. So I was like, you know what? I'll just put it out on a throwaway project. It was, as you can see, song number 3 on this 4-track EP that I literally did not push. And this popped off. It's going to be my one of my next songs to hit 1 million streams. And so, you know, just let the market tell you which the one is, and just keep making new music and putting that out there. And so this is exactly what you should do. I did say I'll tell you exactly what you should do with every single release. And if you do this, you will hit 100,000 monthly listeners easy. So upload to distribution at least 2 weeks before release day. That way you've got enough time to pitch, bail on it if you need to, and do everything you need and have enough leg room before the song goes live. Sync the release day to drop at UTC midnight. This is a little bonus that you can do to have good first day streams, but really sync the release day to drop everywhere at the same time. Pitch to Spotify, that way you can get on release radar, maybe get on some editorials. Run direct to song meta ads, make sure it's a conversion campaign. Get on user curated playlists by pitching. You can also build your own playlists. It's not very difficult, and I teach people how to do this in my community. Post content once a week about the song, minimum, if you really care about your music and you want to connect with your fan base. Realistically, this is again just a bonus. If you're doing all these other things, you'll still get amazing momentum. And do this once a month. The full algorithmic cycles on Spotify run on a monthly basis, just like your monthly listeners, and drop a new song every single month. So if you push your song for a full algorithmic cycle, you get a lot of active listeners to it, you get it in the algorithm, you do everything right, and you do this over and over and over again with new material. You repeat the process. I did this within a year. I was at 100,000 monthly listeners. I kept doing this, and I'm at even more now. And I've done this for so many other artists now too. Just repeat this process. I guarantee you, you'll get results you didn't even know was possible. And if you don't believe me, just look at these results. Like, this is literally, you know, a few of my songs and some of the artists that I've worked with, all having hundreds of thousands of streams on their music, getting thousands of new listeners, triggering the algorithm. And so if you want to learn how to apply this to your next release, you can join my community. The link is in the bio of this video. I teach people exactly the systems that I've applied to do this countless times with so many different genres, so many different vibes. So if you're struggling to really generate new listeners and build a fan base, join the community. And if you also want to work one-on-one with me to apply these systems, grow your career, grow your listeners, and help you really navigate the music industry and grow sustainably and profitably, you can apply to work with me one-on-one as well in the bio. And if you like this video and you want to learn more, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.